Hello and welcome to this episode of Up Until Now podcast. I'm your co-host JD.
I'm your other co-host Andrew.
And I want to thank you guys for taking a stop into our live podcast recording. If you guys are here on Facebook, if you guys are not, and you're listening to the actual edited version that we have, thank you for taking a listen to our podcast. We very much appreciate all the support that we've been getting. Dude, we're pushing 1,000.
Are we?
Yeah, we have 11 more downloads left.
11 more downloads. Shit, I might just
go ahead and download that myself just so we could do that giveaway.
We can't just do that. We have to wait till our actual fans do that.
I'm a fan of my work.
Are you not a fan of our work?
No, I am, but I'm not gonna just inflate the numbers. It has to be an actual thing.
I mean, It's not like we're cheating. Oh,
I don't know. It feels like borderline cheating.
No, it's not cheating. It's just helping boost.
our ego. Right? I don't think it's
I mean,
cheating.
I guess if you really want to kind of like
Yeah,
move it around like that, sure. I guess
Come on, it's not cheating.
it's a little bit of cheating. We're inflating the numbers.
We're helping ourselves.
I
You
mean,
never helped yourself before?
isn't that like called insider trading or lying to stockholders?
No. No.
Yeah, yeah. That's what Enron did.
Who?
Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Enron.
So like, it's a company that essentially this giant company called Enron,
Okay.
was feeding money into companies that they already owned. So let's say, for example, like Disney, right? Disney is like the giant company, and then they just like spend money and they like buy movie tickets for the Star Wars movie themselves.
Oh.
It looks like they're making a lot of money when in all actuality they're like
It's just
they're not
going
making
right back
anything.
into.
They're going back to the same people.
I think that's genius.
They got arrested for it. Like a bunch of people got indicted.
Arrested.
Yeah, that's illegal. It's misleading stockholders or something like that.
Oh, it's kind of like what Ryan did in Office.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly what Ryan
Oh,
did.
that's
Yeah.
terrible. Who would do that? Scumbags.
You just said you wanted to do it.
Well, no, what Ryan did was terrible. What I was talking about was
Doing the same exact thing.
oh, I see. Well, then,
Moving on.
moving on. Well, I'm sure we'll have 11 more downloads soon. I think by next week we should be ready to go for that giveaway.
Yeah, I'm hoping by next week we can probably announce it on our live stream and then also on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I have to get photos and stuff ready for that.
That's easy. You're a photographer.
Yeah, but my camera's right there and it's like all set up all nice and pretty. I don't want to get rid of it.
Right. I saw a post the other day. They were like, "How the fuck do people find professional photographers to take their photos and shit? Like, are you just friends with them or something?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, that's how it
Yeah.
works."
Yeah,
My
pretty
best friend's a
much.
photographer. Like, that's how it works. You fucking idiot. Go
Yeah,
find
yeah, yeah.
one.
Yeah, he has like a $2,500 camera. He better fucking use it on me, you know?
Yet, he has never taken professional photos of me.
Excuse me. I think we've been over this before in this podcast episode. I told you, set up a time. Just let me know.
And I remember specifically when we had that conversation, I said the next time me and Ashley come over, we're gonna do it, but we never got to it.
Okay, so the thing is with me, right? I'm not gonna go out of my way to be like, hey, I want to give myself extra work. Do you want me
Extra work? Me and Ashley are work to you now?
Yeah, no,
Me?
that's the thing. No, it doesn't matter who it is. It's even my family, Esther, like it's the same. Like it's extra work. It's things that I'm not getting paid for. Like if I was getting paid for it, yeah, I'd be a little bit more inclined to do so.
I pay you with my face, my visit, my love. Eh? my love is ooging out for you.
Ooging, that's so
Ooging.
gross. Ew. Like but that's like for me as a photographer lately. It's just like, yeah, like I want to practice and I want to do things with photography, but
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. There's just no drive right now for it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Every time like I take photos, it's like I try using like little tricks that I like pick up from watching you do it.
Or
And-
TikTok videos.
Mostly you though. Like I
Okay.
don't learn anything from TikTok, but like going for the right angle and stuff like that, like figuring out like the sunlight, blah blah blah, like everything that I've seen you do when we were together and you take photos, especially during
Yeah.
our road trip. And then like I remember me and Ashley went to that pumpkin patch,
Yeah.
and then I was like, Ashley, crouch down there. She's like, why? I was like, I envision a picture right here, and boom, I got a picture. And
Nice.
then there's all these little things. It's like I wouldn't have learned that if it wasn't for JD.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
honestly like just like learning from other people, and I mean that's how I learned. Like,
Right.
I mean, I learned from YouTube University, so
I learned from JD University.
I don't even think I don't think I'm considered like a university. I think I'm just like just your friend that happens to take photos.
Community college.
Yeah. But like, yeah. I mean, this past week I shot a wedding. Yeah, shot a
Did you?
wedding last week Friday.
There's still weddings going around these days. For some reason, like in my head, it's like your wedding was like the last wedding of all century, like in first century, like no more.
No, it was like another like COVID wedding. It was just like just friends and no, it was just
Okay.
family. Yeah, it was just family.
Was it someone
That's a
that
good
you
point.
knew, like personally?
Something we both know.
No.
Your childhood friend.
She got married?
Not the one that's our age. Her older sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
Solji.
Yeah.
I think that's her name.
Yeah.
Or at least that's how I know her.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people know her by her English name, so like you putting out her Korean name is fine.
Yeah, I don't know her English name.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice. Congratulations.
I actually just know her by her English name though.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, it was such a small world when I found out that my childhood friends, like the sisters,
Yep.
you ended up hooking up with one of them, and like it was like such a like a long lost. Like, oh, I finally found out who it was.
Yeah.
I found out my best friend fucking bamboozled her.
Bamboozled? No.
Bamboozled.
No,
Bedoinked her.
No.
My best friend bedoinked her.
Bamboozled is like I tricked her or something. No, I
Yeah,
didn't do
tricked
that
her
at all.
into love.
Oh my god. No, you're disgusting. That's not what happened. That's not what happened at all.
And then bedoinked her. Bedoinked the shit out of her and just dipped.
That wasn't even it at all. It was a very mutual dipping.
It was double dipped.
Dwight, you ignorant slut.
No, it was completely mutual dipping. Completely mutual.
I know. It's just that's how shooketh I was.
Shooketh.
Shooketh when I found out that my childhood friend, who I've been searching for, I knew their names ever since I was a child.
Yeah,
But
but
I
you knew their Korean names.
I knew their Korean names. I never knew their English name, and I didn't know where they went off to because we were kids, and like there was just one day like my parents told me like, oh, they moved.
Oh.
Yeah, to find out, yeah, we lived in Niles. They moved maybe like 30 minutes away.
Yeah, I think they moved to like the Palatine.
Yeah, that's
Plains
not even like
area
an
or
hour
something,
away
yeah.
from where we used to live and we grew up in. We're like, what? And like we were so close with them. We used to like have like play dates every weekend.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's very consistent. That's very like
Yeah.
You know,
Our parents were very close with their parents too. That's why.
got it.
But then it just like stopped raining. We're like, huh? Like what's going on here? And then after that, like it's just like radio silence. We've never heard from them. And then all of a sudden I asked my mom, I was like randomly one day, like when I was in high school or something, I was like, do you remember these two? And she's like, yeah, I remember those two. Like, how could I forget? And I was like, where are they? Are they dead or something? Like what the fuck? What's going on?
You thought they all died or something in some
I didn't
tragic
heard,
family accident?
heard anything from them. And like you'd think my parents would mention them at least, like if they were so
Yeah.
close. And then they were like, no, they go to FK. Or something like some church like really close by that I knew of,
Yeah, I think they went to FK for a little bit.
Yeah, and then I was like, huh? And then I was like, JD knows someone from FK. Let me go ask him. Do you know anyone by the Korean name of this and that? And then you're like, I don't know if that's their Korean name, but then the last name sort of matched.
Yeah.
And then you're like, is it them? I was like, I don't know their English name. And then you found out that is her Korean name. And I was like, oh, my long lost childhood friend. And then like we met up with each other at retreat. And then I was like, do you remember anyone like when you were young, you used to do this? She's like, I know who you are, Andrew. I was like, huh?
She's
The
like,
fuck you
no
mean you know who I am?
hesitation. No
Yeah, she's-
hesitation. She's like,
no,
yeah, I already know who
she-
you are.
She straight up, she was like, we used to be childhood friends. I was like, what? Like you knew and you didn't even come say hi? How fucking selfish of you. Like I was shooketh. But
Were you more shooketh that she didn't say hi to you, even though you were childhood friends, or shooketh that we
You
were
bedoinked
a
her?
thing? Why do you have to say it like that?
because that's how I was thrown at the situation. You're like,
I mean, we like dated for like a month.
yeah, I don't.
It It was like a transitional state. Like we were DTRing. We're defining the
You
relationship.
guys were badating. Almost badoinking, but badating.
Street smarts.
Straight
That's
smart.
That's a new word, badating.
If you
when
guys,
you're
you
like-
guys know what badating means, you guys know why you need street smart. But yeah, no, I think I was more shocked when I found out you guys were badating.
No. We weren't badating. We badated.
Well, before you guys started badating, what you guys were doing before badating, you guys were badoinking. All right, I was more shook at that you guys were badoinking each other. I was like, I didn't know JD was that kind of person, and I didn't know that my childhood friend can be so tainted. But then again, like after like I found out who she was, I was like, nah, you're not that same girl. The girl I remember used to hang monkey bars with me and play tag. Like I don't know who the fuck you are. Like who the fuck are you?
But anyways, yes, I did shoot the older sister's wedding
That's
last
awesome.
week Friday. So
Nice. Congratulations to them if they ever listen to this.
yeah, I mean they might. I have no idea.
Who knows?
Uh-oh.
What did I walk in the? Hi Esther.
Hi,
I miss
Esther.
you. But we're talking about how I was I logged onto Netflix and then I saw
You're just
that
gonna
there
change
was
the
a new
story just like
show
that?
on my list, and I was like, I've been bamboozled. I've been bedoinked. I think I played it pretty well.
I mean, Esther can just go back and listen and just like rewind it and listen.
Oh yeah. Bello. How's Airbnb?
But anyways, I mean, like that's how I was doing for this week. Like I've been just like doing random stuff. I've been editing our podcast episodes, and actually because Esther's in the Airbnb in Chicago, I have been doing a lot of stuff around the house. So
Yeah.
yeah, because
Is it
Esther's
gonna
not
be
here.
is it gonna be a surprise for when she comes?
No, she
back?
already knows what I'm doing.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were like trying to surprise her, like cleaning the whole house, like super clean, like trying to surprise her in that way.
Yeah, no, she already knows what I'm doing here. It's just
Walking
nice
around
because
butt ass naked.
not even you've been in my apartment. Like one entire side of the apartment is just windows.
Yo, you could just close the blinds. You've never walked around butt ass naked in your own place?
I mean, I have, but I don't like doing it because I'm really paranoid, and I'm thinking
Uh-huh.
like somebody like is gonna like peer through the cracks to see what's in there.
Who the
And they're just
fuck is gonna do that?
I don't know. They're college kids. No one ever fucking knows like what they're thinking, what they want to do. They're fucking weird.
Well, good for them. They just got a free show. Come on, now.
I wanna
worth
get paid
hanging
for this
Oh,
show.
yeah, you got damn right. That's well, fucking put a sign at your window that says, "If you peek, pay." Cause I'm gonna be walking around butt ass naked. Yo, walking around butt ass naked is so comfortable. Like just letting the air just like. Poof.
I don't know. I like having a pair of boxers on.
You've never lived life, my friend.
I have.
Have you ever lived poor?
Poor. Yeah.
Where okay, well, I don't know if poor is the right word, but it's back when at my when I had the apartment at Greenwood,
Yeah.
I didn't have a laundry machine. I had to pay for laundry. I didn't have quarters. I didn't have fucking money, so I didn't have boxers for like 2 days or for like the weekend or something. I just walked around butt ass naked. I don't need fucking boxers.
I don't
You know?
I don't know how we've gotten to the places and the conversations that we've been at.
No, but you know what I'm talking about? Like, you know how freeing that shit is? You know how like Free Willy kind of feeling that shit is?
Free Willy kind of feeling.
Like Willie was free down there. Like he was free. All day, every day. Like I didn't give a fuck.
Oh.
I maybe put on like a shirt and shorts when I was like cooking because I didn't want any like Keaton Tatiga on Willie. But like walking around
Lord.
butt ass naked, it's comfortable.
Oh Lord.
It's pure joy.
No, I understand that. It's just I don't know. I'm just always paranoid because I don't know who's on campus and I don't know what kind of fucking weirdos are like
pervert.
exactly what kind of purpose are just like looking
sidewalk.
through all the windows in the residence halls. I just know.
I thought yours like closes all the way though.
It does, but like there's like cracks in between.
Also,
it's
like
not
if
like
they hit the right angle.
yeah, if they hit the right angle, they can just like peer in like
That
diagonally.
is some paranoia, my friend.
I know it really is. It really is. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like I could walk around butt ass naked right now, but it's just I'm scared that Kitty's gonna jump because the little boy likes to like jump and like grab like dangly stuff. I ain't about that boy. I ain't trying to have that little boy jump up on my willy when he sees it dangling around. He's like, "Oh, it's a toy." Fuck that bullshit. So I can't risk it. If it was just Moral, I could do it because Moral doesn't give a fuck. Because Moral's just like, "Oh my god, my human's an animal. Ah, we're meant for each other." But then the little kitty, he's like, "Oh fuck yeah, sweet new toy! It's 3 new toys, 1 that dangles and 2 that just sticks up there." Anyways,
I mean, but that's how my week has been.
my week, I got a job.
Woo! Yay!
That's like the worst transition ever.
That's pretty. I think that's one of the worst transitions that we've ever done, for sure.
But yeah, I got a job. Finally, I'm not gonna be a bum.
That's good. That's always great.
Yeah, I can contribute a little bit to Ashley's money income.
You can just contribute to society in general now, just bare like a little bit.
Yes,
Pay a little bit of taxes and
Hey, you know what? I deserve some taxes back. I have not even gotten my fucking tax
I know,
return.
that's
back.
fucking ridiculous, man. Like I don't
It
understand
is
how you.
fucking September 30th.
Yeah, it should have been here by July, and it's September. It's like it's October. It's essentially October.
This is kind of shit that school doesn't teach you.
Yeah,
Like, what do you do if you don't get your tax return?
yeah. Apparently, you just have to be on the what is it called on the phone on hold for like 4 hours.
I was on hold for 4 hours on the fucking phone the other day. And then you finally get transferred over to 2 different people that you have to go through just to figure out, yeah, you do qualify to go talk to a tax advocate. It's like, oh, thanks. Like, what's a tax advocate? And then they're like, oh, like they like dumbed it down real good for me. They're like, well, they're the people that you go to like last resorts. And I was like, last resort of what? Like, am I gonna die if I don't get this or something? They're like, well, it's been past like 3 months since when you should have gotten it. I was like, yeah. And then that's because you guys keep telling me to wait. Like I called them twice before this too, and they just kept saying, oh, you have to wait for a letter to confirm something over the mail because we can't do it over the phone, you know, for like security, all that crap. And then I was like, yeah, I've waited like past 8 weeks now since you guys told me to. And you guys told me it was going to be here in 2 weeks. And then they were like,
I mean, that's a lot of 2 weeks, man.
That's a lot of 2 weeks. That's a lot of 2
24 hours.
2 + 2 + 2 + 2. Golly. But they were like, yeah, so you go to a tax advocate and like they do internal investigations to try figuring out where the hell your money is and why the hell it hasn't gotten to you. And then I finally talked to like 2 people to like qualify me to go to a tax advocate. They're like, oh yeah, your circumstance actually does apply you to go. I was like, oh yeah, no shit. I've known that since day 1. You guys told me you guys sent me a letter through the mail fucking 4 months ago that you guys have not even processed properly. And like I talked to them recently and they were like, oh, it still hasn't been processed. I was like, wow.
So it's been like it's been almost 3 months and they haven't. No, it's been over 3 months since you. Like,
I sent all my stuff in March.
Yeah, it's been like 6 months.
Yeah, it's because they were supposed to send me a letter in June, July-ish.
Okay,
but then that's when everything shut down, and then they all the employees didn't go into the office for that.
Got it.
So the mail never got sent, and then once the people went back to office, they're like, oh, we see that, you know, this guy needs to get a letter sent out. So that's when I called them. They're like, oh yeah, we'll process everything. We'll send you a letter. Wait 3 to 4 weeks. You'll get it. No problem. Easy peasy. I was like, sweet, perfect. You know? And I was like, that's going to be no problem because Ashley's making decent amount. She was having unemployment checks coming in too. And I was like, that's fine for now. Right. And then 4 weeks go by. I called them again. They're like, oh my God, it seems like no one processed your paperwork. I was like, wait a damn minute.
Someone said they processed it.
So you told me you processed it last time I called. And so they were like, all right, so we process it. Now you guys all you have to do is wait 3 to 4 weeks. And then your mail will come in. And I was like, sweet. I waited another goddamn 4 weeks. Nothing. So I called them again. They're like, oh, well, look at here. It looks like your mail never got processed. And I was like, first of all, no, you ain't gonna do that to me, especially not today, because I was on hold for fucking 4 hours. No, give me another solution. They're like, go to Tax Advocate. They fix everything. So I got a case. So now I gotta wait for them to call me by October 1st, the latest. That's what, tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, so they have to call me by tomorrow, and if not, I have to call them the day after tomorrow. Just be like, "Hey, I got all your information. I have it, you assholes."
Excuse me.
Where's my money? I need monies. And then, like, cause like, you have to qualify. Like, you have to like have a hardship in life. I was like, I do have a hardship.
I'm unemployed.
I'm unemployed. First of all, I'm unemployed. Oh well, recently I was unemployed. And then when this whole thing started, I couldn't pay rent properly. So I had a lot of late fees. They're like, well, is that currently? I was like, no, because I finished paying that off. They're like, that's not a hardship. Then I was like, I'm late on my car payment. They're like, oh, that's a hardship. You qualify. It's like, nice. My life's a joke.
I'm really happy that you were able to like get a job. I mean, it's hard to get a job just like even during normal times, but like being able to get one during a pandemic is
I know.
Applausos, my friend.
I know, and like the best part was I got the job the day I interviewed. Like they signed me that day. That's how good I was.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't need to wait for them to call me back, figure anything out.
They're
She
like,
said the second like I sat down and like talked with her like in my little introduction I gave her of myself. She said she knew she wanted to sign me right then and there, and I was like, boom.
that's
amazing.
awesome, man. That's awesome. Congratulations.
She liked my enthusiasm for Parks and Rec. So it's at Bloomington Parks and Rec now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I get
So like,
to-
would you consider that like being your dream job, or like is it like a step towards your dream job, or like what kind of where in the process does this new job stand as like your future career and your future goals?
Well, my dream job was always to be a teacher. You know,
Yeah. Yep.
I've always loved helping kids in any type of way. But then after working at Franklin Parks and Rec, I like found a new passion for community work, like what Parks does, and like it's slowly becoming like my dream job.
Okay.
Especially because like I don't know how this place is going to be because I've never worked there. But the park that I am managing, because I'm a supervisor now, but the new park it's awesome. It's like 5 minutes away from my place.
Oh.
There's like 2 dog parks. There's a skate park. There's a bocce ball court. There's a basketball court. There's a tennis court. There's a pickleball court. There's like 4 different yards that you could rent out, play like flag football. It's huge.
And you're like you supervise like almost the entire thing then?
Pretty much.
That's awesome.
And I'm excited to work. And my pay's higher too compared to what I was getting.
Okay, you don't have to give us the exact pay number, but like how much higher is it than
$3 whole dollars?
Dude, that's $6,000 a year if you're working full time.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And like I save so much money on gas.
Oh yeah, 5 minutes away. You can.
I was
just
thinking
walk.
about getting a bike, investing in a bike, especially
do
like
it.
in like the spring, summer, and fall time,
Yeah,
and just bike to work instead of spending gas money.
yeah. Just as
Recent
some
victim.
advice, some recent advice that I've come across
As a
My-
recent victim.
is don't lock your bike outside if you can, and if you do, just make sure like you have like a solid fucking lock and not like that Amazon basics bullshit like that. That doesn't work.
Oh, I have a solid bike lock. We bought one for when we were moving houses and we had to lock up our U-Haul truck.
That's
We bought
okay.
a bike lock, but then
Okay.
there's like one of those like U locks.
Oh, like the ones that you can like
Yeah, you could like
lock on your neck.
choke them or fuck on it. We have one of those locks, and so like if I do, like I'll use that. But I've talked to like the directors over there, and they're like, if you ride a bike here, you could just bring your bike into the office because it's like right there, and they're like, oh, it's fine. I might do that.
I wish my workplace did that, dude. Like I'm still upset with like my bike.
Well, yeah, it was your bike.
Yeah, it was like a $600-700 bike, and I was just like, well,
Oh, whoa, $600-700,
Yeah.
$600-700 for that shitty chair. Or seat?
Yeah, for the chair, I guess. But I mean,
Ah.
I wasn't really buying it for the chair.
You should have. You should have bought it for comfort or something. You don't get any type of comfort for that much money.
But no, it's for me, it was like I just wanted because I wanted a mountain bike and I wanted like an okay-ish mountain bike just to get me through the. Oh, I guess okay, it was 600. It wasn't 700.
But still, $600. Yeah, that seat. It felt like you were getting like an anal contusion. That motherfucker was hard. You might as well not even had that seat there. It's like that pole was just going right up.
I mean, yeah, I
Uh-uh.
mean, but that's like what a mountain bike is. Like you don't really have
What, like a
comfortable
mountain
seat.
getting shoved up your butt?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That is not. Yo, I have been on some real comfy mountain bike, like cushiony seats. You gotta get, because like mountain bikes, like you're gonna be riding for a while. You gotta get comfortable, you know?
I mean, I guess, but I mean, I didn't sit down really ever when I was on that bike. I was always standing
Man
and
was on a
pedaling.
mission.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
But yeah, if you get a bike, I actually would recommend getting a bike. You'd save so much more money.
I know. Or maybe just rollerblade to work.
Yeah, or Esther got a penny board recently. So you can try like longboarding or something.
I am challenged when it comes to stuff like that. If it's not a snowboard, like I am just challenged.
Me too.
Like I cannot. I don't know how to balance to save my life.
See, for me, like it's interesting. I tried out Esther's penny board like once, and I realized that you know how I'm goofy on a snowboard.
Yeah.
So
you a
people
regular?
the people that don't understand being goofy on a snowboard and a skateboard or any like just boarded oh Jesus, excuse me. Being goofy on any kind of boarded sport in general is like if you're goofy, your right leg is in front and your left leg's in back. I, for whatever reason, when I'm on a skateboard, I'm left foot forward, right foot back. It's weird.
Oh yeah. Jimmy,
That
I'll
was-
always get you on that.
That's awesome.
You'll never be left hanging.
But I mean, that's what I've been. That's what Esther got. So I mean, maybe something that you want to try. Maybe I don't know.
I thought about it, but
I mean, I wouldn't do a ski. Oh wait, hold on. There's it's really There's really expensive though. Hold on. Let me go ahead and look it up for you. It's called a summer board.
Summer board.
Yeah.
You mean a surfboard? You idiot!
No, summer. I think it's called summer board. Yeah. So this is what a summer board is. It's like a skateboard or a snowboard, but on land.
Oh, I think you've shown me this before.
It's super expensive though.
Yeah, so like the wheels don't get caught up when you like
Like carve.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've shown me this.
But it's expensive as shit. Shall we take a look?
You know, I was thinking of maybe getting one of those automatic skateboards,
Oh, just like the
the button one where you just go.
yeah. But
Oh,
dude,
kinda like
this is
this, like a
$1,600.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting one of those, but like a cheaper version of it, you know?
Yeah.
Just because like the thing that I struggle with most is like pedaling. Like I can't
Yeah.
like oof. I don't have enough oomph to go and then get back on with balance. Like if I like oomph, like that skateboard is going and I'm like staying put.
Yeah, dude, like that's the same thing with me. Like I just can't do it.
I know.
But yeah, I would love to have this. Like this is called the summer board, but it's so expensive. It's $1,600. But honestly, if I would have it, like I would use it all the time because it would just be like from what I saw on the reviews that I've seen, like it actually does feel like you're on a snowboard.
yeah, and like it grips onto your foot too.
Yeah, like there's the little hook things right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I want one of those.
yeah. But you know that's a pretty hefty price tag there.
Oh, we got JC in the house now too.
What's going on, JC? Hello.
We got the whole family coming in.
Yeah, they're really supporting us today.
You say "huh yeah" once, and they all start rolling in. Can I get a "huh yeah," Jimmy? Can I get a "huh yeah"? Oh my no!
What?
Yours was a little too whoa,
We're a little too good, a little too awesome. I know.
a little much.
I surprise people.
It's like that time when I told you to say, "Good doggos get treats."
Good doggos get treats.
No.
No.
But yeah.
Yeah.
The job. Yeah. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to start. I start Monday.
Yeah, but I mean that's awesome. I'm so happy because like as we all know from people that listen to this podcast, like your job situation wasn't always like the most stable.
Yeah.
And now I think it's moving towards like a little bit more stability, and I think that's what you've been looking for. That's great.
Mm-hmm. What about
like-
you? You mentioned, or you asked me if it was like a dream job or something. Do you have a dream job, or
I mean,
what you're doing?
I do have a dream job, and it's just like it would be like a travel photographer. I think that'd be great. Like I can travel, I can take photos, and like do that as a living.
That'd be
But-
nice.
Dude, it's just there really isn't any occupation that like requires that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless like you personally work for someone who's like loaded, and then they travel all the time, and you just need to take their photos.
I mean, that would be amazing, but I don't think that would pay my bills.
hey, you never know. Some of these rich people, they just throw money away.
Well, actually, what Esther was talking about, she sent me this I forgot what it was called. Holy shit, I can't.
Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
Anyways, Esther sent me this website that had like this job description called a travel photographer.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, I didn't know people do this, but some people like would go to like Chicago and hire a photographer to take pictures of them on vacation.
Yeah.
So I had no
I knew
idea that
that.
was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, I've seen those. Maybe that's because I've seen those.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen those.
Yeah, I knew someone that they were. I was like, "Dang, how'd you get your photos like that? You guys are pretty good." They're we hired someone while we were on vacation. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
fucking losers! Take your own damn pictures."
I mean, they all don't have people like me to take, incredible photos.
Yeah, well, you got your own damn arms. Click it. Fucking aim, click, aim, and point, or point, aim, and click. Fucking lazy bastards. Fucking take it yourself. What the hell are you hiring someone to take your picture? I mean, I get it if it's like your wedding and stuff, like a special event. But if you're
Yeah.
on vacation, take my pictures for me while I relax.
While I drink some coffee.
All right, like you
Yeah.
don't know when you want to take your pictures. They're just gonna be sitting there like a creep, like some pervert. And then, like, if you get caught taking someone else's picture, you have to explain. Oh, they hired me to fucking take their pictures. They're on vacation, and then now you just look extra fishy. Like, who the hell would hire someone to take pictures of someone on a vacation? Man, see, it's just stupid. I'm just looking out for you. I don't want you to get in trouble doing this stupid shit. Just be careful.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna do it because it's mostly for like big cities. So when Esther was supposed to stay in Georgia and I was supposed to move back to Chicago, that's when she sent it to me. It was like, hey, you should try it and check it out. Because like you'll be near Chicago and maybe you'll get some business and other things. So I was like, oh, that is actually a really good idea. But then we moved down here to Champaign and
It was
you know,
your job.
yeah. I mean, like there was a job opportunity in the old job place that I was at, BCV Social. They had like full-time photographers on staff and they would go to all the hotels and they would like take pictures for like their Instagram. And I mean, it was like an incredible opportunity. I applied for it, but they were looking for a second photographer and they weren't looking for like a junior photographer that would like take more time to learn and be curated into this certain position.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, I just didn't have enough experience as a photographer at the time to be considered for that job.
Well, thank God though.
Yeah, thank God, because right now I'm not 100% sure as of right now, but I'm pretty sure everyone is still furloughed in that job in that company right now.
And they just didn't treat you guys right.
Yeah, they did it. I mean, we can go back to like the last week's episode or 2 weeks ago. Like, I
Yeah.
did not like it.
Screw that job.
Yeah.
Glad everything worked out though.
Yeah. So, I mean, right now I'm just doing photography on the side. I mean, I would love to do. So, this is a kind of like a dream thing that I've wanted to do for like a while, for a few years now. So, it turns out that, remember how I told you about the part-time position for the job that I was at, like
Mhm.
you just like can work remotely and from home.
Yeah.
So one of the people that actually worked there did something called van life, where they gutted a van, installed like beds and like a little kitchenette inside the van, and like lived in the van for like a year and a half.
Oh, I wanted to do that. I've seen that.
So that I'm seriously considering it, because like you get to travel and you get to
You
know
save so much money.
you do, but I don't know, the only thing is like I don't know how I would make money while I do that.
Freelance photography.
I mean, that's very much an option, but like that requires me to like get gigs and get like
Uh-huh.
clients and stuff, and I don't know, as a person that's just kind of like thinking about it and not actually making steps to like
Mm-hmm.
get there. I wouldn't know how to make enough money for both me and Esther and
Yeah.
Jubilee and Puppy.
Well, I know like there's a lot of those videos, like especially like YouTubers, like but then they have like that YouTube income,
Yeah.
especially like the really popular famous ones. Like all they need to do is like vlog their travel, like what they're doing, and then they get paid to like
Yeah.
travel around. And like if you guys have something like that, as Esther vlogs, I don't know how
mean-
popped off it is, but
I mean, I think with Esther, I don't think she has a consistent upload schedule.
oh, okay, yeah.
So like she doesn't get as many views as she would normally. And I
Mhm.
think also it's just like we're both doing so many different things, and like it's just a hobby, so it's not like something that we have
yeah,
to
she's like
make sure-
dedicated to.
dedicated, or we have to make sure it's good in order to make ends meet.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it got to the point where we did have to do that, we would have to like buy a new laptop and kind of work from there.
Mm-hmm. And then end up quitting your jobs right now and then dedicating your time to doing all that other stuff.
Or like we had to buy a van and gut it. We actually had to like make the van ourselves and all that stuff. But
But
You
it
know
is a fun idea.
yeah, I mean, I've thought about doing it a few times, because I
I
mean,
have
there's some like incredible photographers that are there and do that. It's just
Mhm.
insane.
Like they could be anywhere they want.
Yeah,
as long as they can
exactly.
drive. And you just
It's-
pull over, sleep when you're tired,
Yeah.
take a shit when you want to. You know, it's right there.
Let me see if I can find this person, because she has some pretty awesome photos.
Like I know
I
a lot of
know.
people like save up money so they could do that for like a year or two.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see, the thing is with Esther and I is like we thought about doing it, and like we thought about saving money and doing that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the only problem with that is like then we would have to push back all of our family plans. We would push back our house like 4 or 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if we feel like that is something that would be worth it.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So we're still kind of thinking about it, because so Esther and I were talking about it recently, where we were talking about if we want to have kids in like what year and stuff. We realized that if we wanted to have our kid in early 2022, like March or April of 2022,
Mm-hmm.
we would have to conceive like next year.
Well, good luck. Is she on pills or anything?
She has birth control.
Oh, then that means she has to stop. Because I heard Ashley's telling me about that too. She's like, it takes a while for the effect to like kick in and stuff and all that crap.
I think it depends on what kind of birth control that you're on. I know she has an IUD.
Bye, Esther.
Bye, Esther.
Oh, I don't know the specifics of it, but
Yeah.
it's just I told Ashley, I was like, so if you get off your birth control and we do it, there's a chance you get pregnant. She's like, no, not like that. Just because if I miss one day, it doesn't work like that. I was like, oh, I don't know how
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah, I think with that one is just like it's because if Ashley's on the pill, then I think it alters your hormones,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes a little bit of time to like get those hormones back into a certain rhythm. But like I think with Esther, it's an implant, so her stuff, her female, but I don't know how the female body works.
I don't know how it works.
It's a mystery to me. But I think what happens is she still goes through all the processes, and her hormones pretty much stay the same.
Mm-hmm.
And the IUD is like an implant that kind of just plugs the hole, I think.
Oh, like where the eggs are.
Yeah, I think.
We should do a series of this, like me and you just talking about girl stuff that we have no idea what we're talking about.
That would be next week. Let's do it.
Alright.
I would be totally okay with that. Next week episode, we can talk about periods and tampons and
I'll have Ashley sitting next to me so she could like she can confirm or something like that.
she can't confirm we're both fucking idiots. Like
She did that though. Like on TikTok, there's like a video of like see if your man knows. It's like a
Yeah.
bunch of pictures of girl stuff, like instruments, like what they use.
yeah.
And Ashley's like showing me. She's like, "What's that for?" I was like, "That's for Pashmir. They open you up." And she's like, "Oh, you actually knew that?" I was like, "Yeah, you showed me that like 8,000 times."
No, see, the duck looking thing, right?
Yeah, the quack quack, the thing that
Yeah.
Ross plays with.
Exactly. That's the only reason why
That's
I
the-
knew what it
That's
was.
the only reason why I knew it. Like TV shows, they're genius. Like I learned
Yeah.
so much. Street smarts.
Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Sorry.
Street smarts.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, it was. Yeah. I mean, I would totally be down for an episode like that.
I think that'd be fun.
We can have Ashley and we can have Esther like pull up together like photos and stuff like that like they would know about, and we would just like go through it like a slideshow and
And
just
then
try
we
to
have to
figure
give
out
our
what it is.
best description on what the hell that is.
I would love it. That would be great.
JC said, "All right, Dr. Phil's."
Yeah, I think it would be perfect. It would be great. Excuse me, it's not Dr. Phil, it's Dr. Oz.
Yeah,
Dr.
get it
Phil-
right.
Dr. Phil does mental stuff and Dr. Oz does like everything else. Like he's an actual doctor, I think.
Yeah, you Frenchman.
Come on, Mr. Frenchman.
Je m'appelle. Fifoufla. Oh,
Man, I think I mean like that's like that would be my dream job. And I think a few like the fears that I think I have with like dream jobs and like kind of doing that, I think kind of like ties into like my greatest fear that I have of life. And I think that's financial failure. You know, like
yeah.
I'm not saying that my parents did like awful and they completely failed when it comes to financials, but I think they have made enough mistakes in their own personal finances that it affected the family in a little way, not like giant things. But the fact of the matter is like I as a person and as I've seen like how money can essentially ruin relationships and money can like put a lot of like stress and burden on families.
Mhm.
I just never wanted that for my own family.
Right.
And I think that's my biggest fear is just like I want to retire at a certain age and not be like other Korean American parents that are like still working until like 85 just because they think they just need more and more money and they didn't
Yeah.
take the money that they have and like save it or do like the things that they need to do in order to retire comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's just my greatest fear in life is just I don't want to fail financially and have my family like face the burdens with me, you know?
That's a really good fear. I didn't even think about that. But I should be thinking about that because I am financially struggling.
I mean, I think with you though, like you were financially struggling, but your struggles and the things that you were stressing over about and the fears that you had made sense with the actual like situation that you were in.
Yeah, it made sense. And, like it's like, oh, I am broke right now because I have a crap job, crap income.
Yeah.
But
And then for me, like my financial fears are more like, how am I supposed to save for the future? How am I supposed to pay off all these credit card debts? Because right now I'm in a stable-ish spot where I have a place to live. I have a steady income coming in. COVID hasn't really affected my pay schedule at all, really.
luckily,
and- Yeah, I mean, I'm blessed to have a job like that. Like I'm like that's just happens to be the way it is at the moment. But
nice.
I think my financial fears are a little bit more different or a little different than yours is because of the situation that I'm in right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in the situation that you're in, that you're going to be in, hopefully starting next week, Monday, yay, is going to be, you're going to start seeing that like, okay, how am I supposed to use the money that I'm getting to better myself and better my chances in the future of doing what I want to do, whether that be move to Texas for a couple of years or move to Colorado, like wherever you guys want to go.
I mean, me and Ashley already have plans of like saving stuff.
Yeah.
It's like we both like are in an understanding that like it's tough right now just because she's the only one that's bringing in money, and everything that she brings in, like it goes to rent. Like we dropped like $900 today
Yeah.
with for rent and everything, like our phone bills and all that crap.
Yeah.
And then like the remainder of that we have to keep for groceries, for any type of emergencies that might happen, and you know, like groceries and stuff like that. So like we have no room to save right now, and like she's not upset about it. She understands. She's like, it's not like you were just sitting on your ass doing nothing. You were looking for a job and all of that. And I finally got one. So like we've talked about, we're like, yeah, once you start bringing in money, like my money is going to be going towards. We don't need to worry about you spending money on emergency stuff like that. All your extra money is going to be going into savings now, and my money that I bring in is going to be going out towards like gas money, all that stuff. Like we have like this system, so we have like plan, you know, in the works.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me and Esther, it's just because we're married now. I mean, like our finances are joint, you know,
Mhm.
and they're going to be like that for, you know, ever. I think pretty much, right?
I hope so.
Yeah. Anyways, our finances are joint, so we just kind of just throw everything in the same account. We pay all our bills, and then, I mean, for us, the situation right now and the focus that we have at the moment, yeah, it'll be saving and like kind of starting to build our savings account so we can go and move whenever we are done here at the University of Illinois. But right now, it's just like we put all of our money into like one single bank account, and then we pay all the bills that we need to pay off, like car payments, insurance, and phone bills, XYZ, everything that we need to pay for. And then we would take a certain, like maybe $250 to $500 and put it in a savings account. But everything else that's left, no matter how much or how little it is, we go and just put it all to one credit card and just trying to paying off our credit card debt.
Genius.
And I mean, that's what we've been doing. We paid off almost 3 cards in the last six months. Yeah, the last 6 months.
Yeah.
So we have that one, and we have 2 more. We have 2 more that we have to pay off. 2.5 essentially. So
One of them, I'm pretty sure it's going to be your Best Buy one.
it's already almost done.
Nice.
Yep.
One of them's hers. One of them is hers, right? Her
Yeah.
personal one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good luck.
But yeah, it's one of hers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what you signed up for.
Yeah, that's what I signed up for.
I mean, at least like, you know, it wasn't like secretive. Like she threw it at you out of nowhere. It's
Oh yeah,
you know?
like the day after we got married. It's
Good
just
luck.
like-
I have like a $10,000 debt. Like, no.
Yeah, you know, it's just like this, like
Dying inside.
dying inside. You know?
I mean, that's what I told Ashley. Just because, like, you know, she doesn't have a student loans or anything like that. She got
Yeah.
full ride and everything. I was like, I gotta tell you, man, like, I am in debt. Like, I got a receipt from school saying I owe them $20,000, and she's like, God, I'm so lucky I didn't have a debt. I was like, yeah, well, now my debt is your debt. She's like, I know. I was like, all right then, as long as you know, as long as we're on the same page.
Yeah. And then I mean, I think with you guys, it's just like you're at the point where I was like a year ago. So
Mm-hmm. I'll get there.
yeah, you'll get there.
Good thing she's a sugar mama. She makes enough money to support both of us. So like, even if I don't have a job right now, like she makes enough to like get us
Yeah.
by.
Yeah, I mean, I say just take your time. Don't rush into
Yeah.
anything too fast. Yeah.
I got a job now. Life is good.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's great. I mean, you have a job, you're starting Monday, and you get to actually be a contributing member to society.
Fuck that bullshit. They owe me right now.
I mean, the
bullshit.
government does kind of owe you
Oh, yeah.
your tax refund and your stimulus check.
Yeah, fucking assholes. You know, my
That's-
mom was pissed when she found out I never got mine. She's like,
Really?
how come the most poor people don't get their shit? All the rich people got all theirs perfectly fine in normal
What?
time.
This is America. Welcome to America. Like that's how it works.
My mom was all pissed off, and then she ended up like letting me borrow like 300 of that stimulus check that she got. I was like, this ain't gonna do shit. Rent is fucking $780. I'm gonna go sell my body on the streets. I was honestly thinking about like I started seeing all these like ads about like donating body parts, and it's like, you know, earn money for it, you know?
Like
Like,
what?
no, it's like hefty chunks of money.
Like black market getting rid of
Yeah.
your kidney kind of thing?
Yeah. Sell a kidney, get like fucking $100,000 for it. Like, I could use $100,000. I don't need both kidneys. Right? Kidneys aren't the ones that you need both of.
No, you don't.
Like, donate an eyeball. I don't need both eyes.
You do.
No, you don't.
Depth perception.
I don't give a fuck about that. All I do is sit in front of a computer, play games.
All right, man. All right. You can't play football anymore.
I
You
did
can't-
hear.
You can't drive as well.
I drive perfectly. I drive like an amazing driver. But I saw like an ad for like you like deposit a ball, a ball, Willie's ball. You get a shit ton of money for that. Like
Really?
yeah, dude. Like, cause there's some people that don't have balls, and they need balls transplant. Shit. Because like
so you would donate a testicle for money.
no, I wouldn't have gone there. Like, but I saw it and I was like,
How
"That's
much?
a lot of money."
How much would you get for a testicle?
I don't know. I think. Hold on, I'll look it up right now. Look it up. Look it up on yours. I know it's a hefty amount of money.
I'm
'cause
gonna
when I
go-
saw it, I was like, huh?
I'm gonna go in a private browser.
It was like,
How much can you get for? How would I put this? Donating?
sell my testicle.
Sell.
The
selling.
most simplest way to put it. Sell it.
Testicle.
It comes up, right? Something comes up.
Donate a testicle. The payout for this is $35,000.
That's a hefty chunk of money
That is. But I
for
don't think
just
it's
like one little ball. one little ball. $35,000.
I don't think that's what I want.
See, up to 50,000 though. Like that's crazy.
Holy shit.
Right?
Plasma. Okay, $50. That makes sense. For plasma.
Uh-huh.
And then egg donation. $30 to $20. Oh, that's for sperm. Holy shit.
I'm telling you, man.
$5,000 to $10,000 for an egg?
Yo, eggs are valuable. That's why. Not like sperms, like,
Yeah, because sperm, like, people will jack off into a cup for like $1.
For free if they get a magazine. Come on now.
Yeah. Lie in bed for 70 days straight and get paid $18,000.
they need experiments, man. Donate a testicle, 35,000.
That's insane, dude.
Yo, it's like stupid money.
Yeah. That is a decent amount of money.
Right? That's what I'm saying. So yeah, when I was really poor, I looked into all that. I wasn't gonna actually do it.
When you were really bored and needed some money.
Like, who do you honestly? Who do you contact for this shit? You call 911, and be like, "Hey, can you
I'd like
me
to
up with,
donate
like,
my
a-
testicle for $40,000, please.
Where do you go for that?" They'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Call the hospital, be like, "Hey, do you guys do this here?" like a local kind of thing. Like, no.
He's gonna walk into just like a lobby of like a random hospital and be like, "So I'm here for the testicle donations."
They're like, "Sir, there ain't nothing about that in this hospital." I was like, "Oh, wrong one, my bad." Yeah.
Oh God. Anyways, moving on.
Back to normals.
Back to normal thing. I guess like because I shared my like greatest fear when it comes to like my future. Like, what is like one of the greatest fears that you have?
Well, it always changes for me. Like originally it was like being alone forever.
Okay.
Because especially when I moved to India in the first place, that's when all my like anxiety, like depression, all that started. So since then it was like being alone. Because I used to have like this reoccurring nightmare, like for like a solid month. Like every other day I would have this. I like I'm in a room, it's pitch black, and there's like people around me, and then like 1 second I close my eyes and I open it again, everyone's gone, and I'm just alone. And then like it feels like I'm dying, like I'm choking and stuff. So like that was like my biggest fear for like a long time. When I was like first going through all this whole depression stuff. And then I guess it's sort of like now too, like I guess it's like my biggest fear right now is to lose Ashley because I don't know what would happen. Just because like I've gone through like all that crap beforehand, and I don't know. I don't know. If Ashley doesn't work out, I'm done. I'm done.
You're done dating.
I'm just done dating. I'm just gonna be a crazy cat guy. or a crazy dog guy.
Okay, I was gonna say you can't if you do cats, then I can't visit.
I gotta get I gotta get a puppy, like 5 more puppies or something. I'll just be a puppy guy. I'm just done. Like if it doesn't work out with Ashley, that's just how like like that's my fear though. Like I don't know what I'd do without Ashley. Cause like she brings that light into my life.
Yeah.
And especially like you, Kevin, all that, like what am I gonna do if I lose that? And like I'm lucky enough that like financial burdens on like that kind of stuff, like what you mentioned, I don't need to worry about that too much. Not that like I'm seeping off my family or anything like that, but like I'm fortunate enough to have a family that's willing to help me if I'm ever in a crisis like that.
Yeah.
You know, like Kevin will never let me starve to death. He won't let that happen. You know,
He'll go
Joe
full-
might.
He'll go full. He'll
Yeah,
go full
yeah.
Adachi mode on you.
Yeah, he'll
again.
go full Ajashi mode on me again. But like, you know,
Joe would just kind of come in and just be like, I don't know.
you good?
Like
like
good.
Joe would be one of those people like that looks out like afterwards, like you good? Like after everything's all fixed, like you good,
Yeah.
right? And but Kevin would be like in the dirt with me, helping me up.
Yeah.
Like I'm lucky enough I have family like that.
Yeah.
So I don't need to worry about that. But then like my biggest fear comes to like personal issues of like being alone and like losing everything. And I don't know, it terrifies me. Like it's scary knowing that like what's gonna, like, you know, I've been on the edge of life. Well, what's gonna happen again if it goes down that path? Yeah, I have resources now. Like I know to go to that, but you know, like, your brain doesn't process that immediately right away. You know, like your immediate thought is like, oh, you're alone now. You fucked up. You're done. And it's scary.
Yeah. No, I can see that. I got you.
I mean, Esther asked me that one time when I was like talking about this whole first thing when I first started. She's like, what would you have done if JD wasn't here? Or what are you gonna do next time when JD's not here? I was like, I know that's not an issue. Like, you can't give me that what if, because JD will always be here for me, you know? But in the back of my head, but like when she asked me that, it's like, to me that was a stupid question. You know, honestly though, like, you know what I'm talking about. But like in the back of my head, I was thinking, I was like, oh shit, like, what do I do if you're not there? Like that honestly got my brain like ticking and like going. Like, what would happen? Or like if me and you didn't have this podcast, or you know, if I didn't have that outlet, I wouldn't be here. I don't know what my life would have been like. That's why I didn't like that question, just because of my cocky ass was like, my best friend ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, and I think it mostly scared you, if anything else. Like it kind of
Right, like it goes into that fear
Yeah.
of being alone again, and I guess that's my biggest fear: forever being
got it.
alone, losing everything, and disappointing people. That's a biggest, just because I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah, you kind of are.
I hate that I'm a people pleaser sometimes. Disappointing people, that is so terrifying. Especially if you have to actually like satisfy them, like your boss, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Terrifying if you like, ooh, did I do that right? Like I'm nervous to work. Like I'm excited. Like you have no idea how excited I am. But I'm nervous because I know it's different from what I'm used to. Just because it's not going to be the same stuff that I did at Franklin Parks.
Yeah.
Like I know their protocols and all that stuff is different. So like I'm worried that like I'll bring too much of my Franklin habits in here and be too comfortable with them. And see, like, because like I made an Asian joke with the my director who I interviewed with.
Yeah.
And then like it was so different. Like at Franklin, like they make fun of me for being Asian. And then, like it's fun in games, you know?
Yeah.
But then I was talking to the director over there for the interview, and I was like, you know how I'm Asian, you know, like my girlfriend's father is white.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you're Asian? I was like, all right, you don't need to act that oblivious. Come on. It was pretty obvious when you first saw me. When you heard my name was Andrew Chung. Come on. So let's be honest here. Like, but then like it's like a huge different vibe.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh crap, I can't act all stupid and, you know, spoiled like that over here compared to what I'm used to. So like I'm terrified of like screwing up at work. That's another big one. I'm gonna get fired like the first week. Oh, good luck, Ashley.
Yeah, just only 1 week of pay, and then all of a sudden you have to make another like month or half, like 3 weeks to find another job.
I know. Oh God. Yeah, life is scary.
Yeah. I think life is scary, but I think those fears always come out like you look back at like yourself from like 2 years ago and you're like, I was afraid of that. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I know. I know.
Oh, wait, what happened? Why didn't my camera stop? Oh, there we go.
I mean, but that's how I think about it in Franklin. When I first started at Franklin, I was terrified because I knew nothing.
Yeah.
But then I walked out of there like I knew everything. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. You guys needed me more. I mean, not really, but, I like
Yeah.
to think I was useful enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude.
You shuffling some cards over there?
Yeah, I'm looking for another pod deck thing. Which also I am in the process of doing. I haven't been able to do it because I just keep forgetting. But I reached out to the pod deck people and was like, "Hey, we got your card that says I want to be your first sponsor. Like, I wouldn't mind." And then they were like, "Yeah, here you go. Here's all the information." So I just got to put in all the information, and we should be good to go.
Oh, you
And
just
we-
link that with the, like, if you guys end up buying this, use our code kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I actually got that email on September 17th, so I should probably get on that soon.
Oh, that was
Like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I've been busy.
All right. I was gonna say, I'm like, at least you're working. I was just sitting at home. Because like when you said you're busy, I was like, oh, I was not busy. I don't know what the hell you mean you were busy. I didn't do shit.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, why would your busyness affect my busyness?
I know.
Dumbass.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, that made no sense to me. I was like, I wasn't busy.
And okay, so like I think moving from fears, because I don't want to talk about fears anymore, because
Vibes.
vibes. So there's this question that I pulled out of the pod deck, and it says, "Do you have a signature move or quirk that people notice or comment on?"
When I have long hair, it's the whole beeper. I guess humor. I'm funny. Looking.
Well,
I don't know. People say I'm funny. I'm like, oh, you're so funny. Ha 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 ha. You know. I guess I try really hard to make people laugh. Not to the point where it's like depressing. Like I just made it sound like that. Like try hard. No, I like to make people laugh.
No, I got you. It makes sense.
Because growing up, I was that fat kid, so I had to have humor.
So for me, like what I noticed, especially like doing this podcast, like I'm, as you guys all know, I'm pretty good with the segues. I'm pretty good at like how to navigate the conversation into like the topics Andrew and I decided to pick out. That's just kind of my strong suit. But Andrew, I think you're really good at relating things back to previous episodes. You're good at like remembering things from previous episodes and bringing them back onto this podcast, making sure that we're not just like going forward and just talking about the topics that we want to talk about. We're also integrating like previous episodes to make it more cohesive and like more fit together.
You notice that about me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like if you listen to our episodes, I'm the one that likes always like moving the conversation and making sure we get to the conversation where we need to go. But I think you're the one that always like goes back and brings back like funny moments from previous episodes and like really just kind of like gluing everything together. And I think that's why our podcast, specifically like when you and I have like where you talk about random shit, but we always like come back to it and we always like I think that's why this podcast works.
Man, I'm blushing. I'm blushing.
No, I'm being very serious. Like there are times when I'm listening to like previous episodes. I'm like, oh my God. Like if Andrew wasn't there, like that comment or that like joke or that like part of the podcast where like people laugh, it won't be there. If like you weren't there to like catch up and like be like, oh wait, we talked about being a cloud cunt in this episode and something that relates to this episode. We just smash it together into a joke.
Cloud episode.
And I think that's what I noticed. I noticed that like with you here, you relate things back to our previous conversations, and I really enjoy that. Yeah. And then I'm here to like just help monitor and like facilitate the conversation to make sure that we're going to the places that we need to go.
I think I'm just really quick on my feet when it comes to like thinking of
Yeah, and I think
Why?
that's it. That's exactly it. And I think just being quick on your feet is it makes sense as to why it works the way that it does. But because you can do that, it like glues a lot of our podcasts together.
Oh,
It's not like
stop.
so it's not like a distinct series of episodes, but it's like a series.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Previously on fucking Up Until Now podcast.
I mean, I thought about doing that too because I know like one of the podcasts that I listen to do that. Like they're like previously on whatever podcast, they would like take snippets from previous episodes that were like mentioned on the episode that you're listening to. But
It's a
it
lot
just
of
takes a
editing.
lot of work.
That's a lot of editing.
A lot of work, man. You had to like go through all the episodes, and I'm like, like I don't want to go through all that work, you know?
No things. Oh, I hear kitty meowing. Meow.
Yeah. I think that's what I noticed about this podcast, like specifically you and I and how we do our conversations here.
I like that.
Really
Thanks,
like it.
thanks for mentioning that. I kinda
Yeah,
like
of
that.
course. Yeah, like you can really listen and you can hear it for yourself. It's pretty cool.
I mean, I did notice that in our earlier episodes where I always used to be like, "Oh, you remember when we mentioned that? Remember when we mentioned that?
Yeah.
Remember, I do recall that."
Yeah. See, you used to say it like that, but now you just make a fucking joke that like relates back to the podcast episode, and I think that like ties everything a lot better because it ties it in with humor,
Uh-huh.
and I think it's more memorable that way.
It's because my smart ass always just has something to say.
You
Like,
don't know when to
that's why I'm
shut
so
up.
quick on my feet. Like that's because like my smart, like that's how my brain works. It's like I always have to have a witty response, especially when
Yeah.
I'm with you, just because it makes life more fun.
Exactly.
You know, like when and that's a big thing. Like me and you know when to be serious, but me and you usually just joke around most of the time.
Yeah.
Our entire relationship, not a joke, you know, per se, but like, you know, is a joke, you know, because
Yeah.
that's what makes it fun. And why stop having fun with my best friend?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I saw a video on TikTok last time
Yeah.
where like this 80-year-old grandpa, like their grandson, like for his birthday, he got his best friend to come back and visit him. And then like their first thing, like he's like, "You son of a bitch." And then like he's like, "Come here, you old bastard."
Yeah.
Like me and Ashley saw that, and then Ashley's like, "Oh, that's so you and JD, like when you guys get old."
Oh yeah, for sure.
But then she was like, "Except the fact that you guys might be neighbors." And you guys won't need to be like that dramatic when you guys see each other. I was like, "Oh, we'll still be that dramatic. Don't worry."
I think with the ones that I think about are the old grandma couple that like are best
Oh,
friends,
yeah,
and they like
yeah.
call each other bitches and whores all the time.
Yeah, I love that one.
I think that's gonna be us. Like, shut up, you old asshole. Fuck you.
Shut up, you clown cunt. Why don't you talk back? But yeah. But yeah, I gotta be quick on my feet. Always got ready some say. Talk back. I don't know when to shut up, like you said.
I think for me, like answering the question that you just answered, I think the thing that people like noticed, or like I guess the signature move for me is just like how easy it is for me to navigate a conversation.
You are really good with that.
Yeah, and I think it's more along the lines of like I'm a jack of all trades. I don't really have any one thing that I'm like super into, or like you know, like that I only know. Like for example, like you. I don't know why I picked you.
What about me, jackass?
Like you're very much into like video games. Like that's your thing. Like you like to play video games, and that's kind of it. I don't mind.
Way to make me just sound like a fucking useless sack of shit.
Okay. Sorry, gaming and podcasting.
Doesn't make it sound any better. You make it sound like outside of gaming and podcasting, I am just a sack of potato.
Okay. Let's say this. No. I'll scratch that. We'll take that back. I'm like Joe. 1 second. But the hobbies that I do choose and the subject matter that I do choose, I'm actually super knowledgeable in. Does that make sense? I think Joe like hops hobbies, but because he gets bored and then he like
Doesn't perfect them.
he doesn't perfect them, or he just like likes it and then he's just like, okay, on to the next thing. So he just scratches the surface of all the hobbies that he decides to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like you can see like how my YouTube has changed, like my YouTube channels have changed because it would go from like how to vlog, how to stream, how to game stream, how to technology and all that shit. Like my YouTube channel is always like changing on based on what I'm like looking at.
Oh.
So like for example, like I can talk about the new Xbox consoles that are coming out. I can talk about the PlayStation 5. I can talk about cameras. I can talk about podcasting equipment. I can talk about game streaming equipment that I'm like very much getting into right now. Like I have all these hobbies, and yes, I'm a jack of all trades, but the fact of the matter is like I can sit down and talk about every little thing and have a wider range of knowledge, not just on the hobbies that I have, but also other things like sports and other crap like that.
That is true about you. You do know a lot of. Now I don't want to say useless crap, but like there's
No,
a
it's
lot
useless
of-
shit. It's
there's a
useless
lot of
garbage, man.
useless shit in there, the head of yours, you know. But for
Yeah.
me, I only keep what I need in here.
Yeah, and I think mine it changes and it switches around, and I like that because when I meet somebody, I don't see them as like, oh, I don't really understand. I don't really understand like where they're coming from. I don't understand like why they like this certain thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many different quirks and different kinds of like interests that I can be able to communicate with them.
That is true about you.
Yeah. I think that's the signature move or people notice that I can do is just I can talk to really anybody about anything.
Yeah, I didn't look at it that way. To me, like for you to be able to do that, I just always looked at it as in like you're just really good with your words.
Yeah, I don't think it's really good with words. I mean,
You are good with your words though. Your
when I'm
wordplay.
texting,
Yeah,
when I'm
when you're
texting
texting?
and like when I'm texting and like writing, I can, when I take the time to sit down and really think about it, yeah, I would say I have some pretty good wordplay. But when it comes to just myself and just regular communication, like one-on-one or face to face,
Mhm.
like face to face, we like I can very much navigate any conversation, and I think that's the quirk that people notice, and maybe they don't even notice it because I'm so good at conversing with certain individuals that
It's like a natural conversation.
it seems like a natural
They
conversation.
don't
for-
notice that you're doing that.
Yeah, it's a natural conversation for them, but for me, it's just like I'm in my head. I'm just like, okay, I want to talk about this next. How do I move from this conversation to this conversation, and what questions do I ask?
Yeah. Yeah, I suck at that.
That's why you have me. That's
Yeah.
why I'm here on this podcast. I'm here to help with the conversation flow, and you're here to help me with the jokes because I'm not that funny.
I think you're funny. You make me laugh all the time. But again, mine and your sense of humor are like kind of the same.
Yeah, I think that's very true. Yeah, man. I think that's why when we put together like our podcast, it makes sense as to why our podcast is shaped the way that it is.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm pretty sure like other people maybe have noticed like different quirks or different signature moves that we've done even through this podcast, or if people know us personally. And like if people want to be like, hey,
I knew you were going this way. Like I was gonna interrupt you and be like, oh wait a damn minute. I know what you're doing.
well, I have a timer here that like I start whenever like we start like actually recording and like talking, just to have like how long the episode is going to be around. So I don't want it too long, so I
Yeah.
feel bad.
I just look at the live time. And it's been an hour 21 minutes.
Yeah, I mean some of it was just waiting, and we can just cut out some of the
Yeah.
stuff.
But it's still gonna be
Yeah.
like a solid 40 minutes.
Yep.
But yeah, if anyone else has noticed our quirks and stuff like that, JD, where can they let us know?
I also like it how like we've switched it now. I do this
I
part
know, I
now,
like
you do the
doing
other
this.
part.
I like doing I can
But-
see why you like doing it.
Yeah, it's actually really fun if you can like
Yeah.
make that connection to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you said, like, hey, connection. But yeah, if you guys want to reach out to us with any with like the things that you guys find us as like weird quirks or like our signature moves when it comes to our conversations, or if you guys do know us in person, feel free to send us a message on Instagram or text us. You guys can definitely email at us. You guys can definitely email us at upuntilnowpodcast@gmail.com. We check our emails almost daily. I mean, I always have it up on my phone. I have it up on my web browser. So feel free to email us there. You can also send us, You You can also send us a direct message on Instagram, and our handle on Instagram is Up Until Now Podcast. Very much so, go there. We also have a few links in the bio. We have actually one link in the bio, and it's our link tree. And in our link tree, we have a bunch of different cards that you guys can click on and find our podcast. Or I think even on our Instagram now, like you can just hit email, and it'll email directly to Up Until Now Podcast at gmail.com. And in that link tree that I mentioned before, you can have all the information about where you can listen to us on your phones, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts. I think we just got accepted into Amazon Podcasts or Amazon Music or something. I got an email about it like a week ago. But I mean, wherever you guys are listening to our podcast, please feel free to go to that link tree and share that link tree with your friends. I was looking at our stats the other day for Buzzsprout. Apparently around 46% of our users are on Apple Podcasts.
Nice.
So, which means that if you're on Apple Podcasts, Andrew, what do they do?
You guys always rate, subscribe, comment, only the good stuff. We don't want none of that negative shit. Let us know what we're doing right. Let us know what we're doing wrong. Not really, though, because we want to either change it up or keep it up, like always, because we do want to cater to you guys. But another thing you guys can do is share it, obviously, because that will definitely be a big help. We do want to get our podcast out there as much as we can. And I want to take this time to thank our partner, Eric, for our music that you guys are listening to right now. You guys can find him on SoundCloud and Instagram with the handle of ch.tunes. That's ch.tunes.
Yes, Andrew, you got it right, man. SoundCloud and Instagram.
Stupid little thing to hurry up and come on. I couldn't find it. But I was like, fuck it, I'll gamble again.
Oh, do you know the term gambling and losing?
No, I win.
No.
I'm
See
a
what
winner.
happens if you gamble and lost? It means you farted, but then shit came out.
Oh. What the fuck?
Yeah, I heard it on a different podcast that I've been listening to this week. They're like, "Yeah, I gambled and lost."
Oh God. No.
Have you gambled and lost recently, Andrew?
No, I gamble and win.
nothing but pure farty
Nothing
gas.
but pure
out your
fucking
asshole.
gas comes out. there are instances where I have to like be careful. I might.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, ugh.
Like you just know, like you're on the cusp of taking a shit,
It's
but you have to
real,
fart.
man.
I mean, but that's like gambling. So I mean, you gamble and win, or you gamble and lose. Like,
It's a win-lose situation.
I mean, for later, maybe when we start like, what is it called? Maybe streaming on Twitch. Like we can just have like the gamble stuff, like the
roulette.
points. Yeah, roulette.
Oh, like on my stream, like how I have point systems.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, maybe one day we'll see what happens. I think I'm
Yeah.
really enjoying this live stream thing.
I am too. I think we should go on Twitch. I think Twitch would be fun because like there's like a live chatting category and all that stuff.
Yeah, like just talking.
There's just talking. There's IRL. It's just a whole bunch of like personal stuff now. Like you could just like talk.
Yeah, maybe one day. Like I think we would have to like upgrade our streaming service here on
I know it'll definitely have to wait after our first giveaway.
on StreamYard, like right here. We have to
Yeah.
upgrade that. We gotta start like being able to put our own overlays and stuff on here.
Hey, I mean, I'm gonna be getting some income coming in now, so I'll finally be able to start helping.
Yeah, financially.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like paying for Buzzsprout.
Yeah. Or finally paying you back
for all the stuff.
for all the stuff that you keep buying.
Yeah, I did I mention I bought something else?
What?
I bought that for camera input switcher thing.
This man is like already living in the future for us.
Yeah, it's coming tomorrow.
Jesus.
I just love it how we were supposed to do our sign out, but we started talking again.
I know. That's what usually happens.
I got this one. Hold on. Woohoo!
Nice.
Yeah.
Black magic.
Yeah, Black Magic. See, it has like a four input and then an
Yeah.
HDMI out. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So our podcast is only going to get better. Feel
That's
free
right.
to take a listen. If you guys have any complaints, reach out to us wherever you guys can reach out to us. Thank you, Eric, for the incredible music. We're listening to it right now. Perfect. Amazing. We love it so much. So We really
Chill.
appreciate all that. And if you guys are like graphic designers or you guys are, musicians, please let us know. And if you guys want us to shout out your work and help us with maybe a logo or, some more music, because to be honest, we like our logo.
But I don't want to incorporate it with that jackass fucking Johan.
Yeah, I mean, so like there are a few problems that I have with this logo. If you guys are graphic designers, you guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about. It doesn't look clean to me, and I don't like that. So if you guys are graphic designers and would like to help us out with maybe creating a new logo or just redoing the one that we have, that'd be fantastic. We will, if you guys want to get paid, we'll definitely pay you for that kind of work, and we'll definitely shout it out because we want to promote our own friends and their work and not the people that we've dealt with.
Fucking Esteban. Or Edgar. Whoever the hell I don't like.
Edwin is a good one.
Edwin,
Edwin.
I miss you. I hope I can contact you one day in a customer service situation. You were very helpful. You were a scholar and a lad.
Yes, I mean, again, like if you guys are looking for, just some quick and easy stuff for us to do and just get a little bit of free advertising, not to a whole lot of people, but we've had almost 1,000 downloads. I know that's not
that's
a lot
right.
in the podcasting world, but
It's a
mean,
lot
it's a
for
lot
people
to
that
us.
just started.
exactly, it's a lot to us. So
right.
again, we thank you all so much for the support and the almost 1,000 downloads that will be coming. The next episode of Up Until Now podcast will be released within the next week. I'm just waiting for the edits to come through. And yeah, with all that being said, we thank you for taking the time to join us here on our live stream or listening to our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you're an Apple Podcast, please rate, review, and subscribe and all that crap that you guys can do. With all that being said, talk to you guys later. Peace out.
Bye.